passive income, so I didn't do that.
So, what was your question?
How did you feel with the time constraints on making a deal with the 3 minutes? Everybody.
I felt comfortable. And it was reasonable.
Yeah.
I feel rushed.
If I was doing some percentage between multiple people, it would take some time, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like, it's cool. It's like, it's not like the decision factor is not, you know, in real life you're gonna have more time than that. So it's like, it's helping, and it's not taken away from making good decisions. It's helping with that. You know?
So, this is your first time out of the rat race. What does that feel like?
It feels weird. Like, I remember reading Tim Ferriss. He was like, when people like, you know, get a business and, you know, they get out the rat race, they, you know, figure what to do with their life. You know, they're just in like this new mindset. There's like, they don't know what to do. And although it was a game, it felt just like that. I was like, what did I do? Like, I felt like I was dumb, you know, for like 2 plays. It was like, I was like, so it was interesting. It was a good feeling. It felt very good.
Anyone else want to share what they
It's
think?
so awkward
What
being
you-
on camera.
That's okay. What do you guys like about the game? I won't point it at anybody in particular. I'll just go around.
Strategy.
I like the negotiations.
Yeah.
My thing, is, of course, is the stocks.
Yeah, it's money
Being able to
bags.
get a cut.
Yeah.
Which we didn't sell.
I feel like I like the real estate deals better in the game because you make more money.
Let's
And,
see what a
the
widget company
stocks,
sells.
you make a little money, yeah, but half the time I just made like 2 G's. I'm like, really?
And the negotiations.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
The negotiations work fine. They work great because in real life, a lot of negotiations we're going to be doing them in real life. Like for example, somebody pointed out, well, you said 50,000, so I'm gonna start there. See, and that's really a negotiating key to get the other person to talk first, and then you negotiate from there.
Yeah.
So that essentially negotiating at this table is going to be very similar to when you get on the phone with someone, to when you talk to any other investor, especially someone that's experienced. You got to be able to know your wits.
Osama?
$50,000 cash.
I just like the fact that it kind of teaches you that, you know, you can always be creative in whatever comes up, right? Maybe it's a deal you can't take advantage of, but you can leverage someone else's cash or whatever, right? So
Oh, I love leverage.
if they're
No.
willing to leverage their
Right. It's the relationship that you
I'm
build,
about to
right?
see what
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna
gotta
start.
know who you
That's a
do a
good
deal
one.
with and make sure, you know, you can trust them. Like, for example, when you gave me 20K I gave you 20K for 50K back,
Oh, that's
you
what
know, I'm like, yeah, I know you're gonna get out, like you always do. So then I got my money back and I was able to buy
On
my
to you
property,
was like-
that gives me a 600K passive
That's
income for a
what
month.
I'm
So
talking about.
know who you doing a deal with and trust them.
Can I get you? From when you first started playing to now, what's different for you and what you get out of this whole experience?
These are all the ones that.
Don't be limited to your own finances, and all of the biggest money is made when it's not your turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You get pieces of other people's deals, and like Azuma said, leveraging other people's cash and using private finance to make things happen.
How do you think this is gonna help you in real life? Because I know you've got some questions and, you know, hesitations.
Getting used to being able to read the numbers and know where cash flow is going. Getting the pattern recognition of knowing a good deal without having to actually, you know, carry everyone and do all of the math on it to be able to look at sort of the big picture, money in, money out, and then practicing negotiating,
Yeah.
actually talking with people.
So what would you say to
Being
someone?
shrewd.
I like that. What would you say to someone? Because when your first time here, you said, "But I can't do this deal. I don't have the money." And now what do you say?
Don't use the word can, and it's never too rich for your blood.
I like it. Seth, any words you want to share with anyone?
My own video.
Why would they come
No.
here? Okay, no words. Okay.
This lady, we had a long conversation
Cool.
with someone else. She's not recording. She wanted to go in on the coaching. So one day she called me because she had went in on the coaching and she didn't know.
question.
Want to say
I
anything,
gave her
James?
good advice. I broke it all down for her, con, pros, and
Seth,
cons.
I have
And
one
she
question
understood.
for everybody.
She felt that I was sincere, nice,
Why would-
understandable, and a cool place.
Why would you say anybody should come to this game? Like, what would be a good reason for them to give up a part of their night to come here?
Lots of laughs, lots of jokes. Some of the deals get pretty intense, but at the end of the day, I feel like you definitely benefit. You know, you learn different approaches to tackle things. You learn negotiation. You learn percentage. You learn stocks. You know, it's a variety of different things, and I feel like I would never really got the exposure, as much exposure doing it myself, and feel safe. You know, so that's a check for me.
She's a government worker too. So she's like in her 50s, the government working, and she wants to get out of the rat race, and I want to get out. So,
Rob,
yes.
why would you tell someone to come to this game in particular?
So you can get out of the normal thinking of what the rest of the world, the era of the world that we live in today. You just go to work, get a job, have your job pay for everything, but you're paying for everything after tax dollars. So when you have paid for everything, you live from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. This game show you what you can do in real life, what you can do outside if you choose to do so to change your life one step at a time. Negotiation is one of the big parts of this game, and negotiation is just half of the things you can do to get started. And you get to network with great people that you see around here, and you get the experience that you know this is actually happening. You know, it's not just a gimmick that people were trying to sell you on. No, there are people out here looking to get out of the rat race. People out here that's tired of the 9 to 5, that's sick and tired of being broke, because I am. And they just want to. They want to think about ways they can do it and get out of their normal paycheck and own real estate, own a business. And this game, in essence, teaches you that even if you're playing for fake. A lot of the things we do here, you can really figure out and do on the outside in real life.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
What?
This is real life.
It really is.
It's real life.
It is. Money bags. What would you say to someone? Why should they come here?
Well, for me, education, because I didn't know the world outside of Cashflow or the rat race existed, kind of in a sense. It's like investors, and then OPM and OPT. I didn't know that those terms existed, and really for me, education. Just getting the education and just learning about how to make your money work. Like for me, I recently sold my car, and so I have all this extra money that I'm using to pay down towards my debts. I was in negotiations to get in my first home, and so you just learn all these different things through this game.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Anything you want to add?
Yeah,
All right, so.